What's good? Welcome back to another edition of Talk That Talk podcast. I go by the name of Bacon. I got my co-host with me.
Man, I'm here, man. Mr. Too Many himself. Football day,
Big
Guardians.
Thursday.
Whole lot going on.
A lot going on, but as a man of my word, I said I'm gonna hit my 100. I lost my bet. We all know the Browns disappointed me. They was doo-doo.
It's not Atlanta, but
doo-doo. So
you get your pre-workout out.
Then after the show, I gotta pay my other 50 after the pick. So let me go ahead and knock this out like what a brother's supposed to do. I'll unblur my camera.
We need that. It's a nice little office you got there. Yeah. You corporate when you got your own office. You at least important.
Make sure we get that full extension in.
Oh, look at this. This is good. We see you. Oh, okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What, 30?
2, 4. Oh, he tired out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh,
we got 10 more.
10 more.
Ooh, 10 more, champ.
Fatigue already?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 10. Ooh, these.
I see how he burning. He got an hour. Reset that clock.
Ooh,
40, 45
later on. Boy, that last
it ain't about the first round.
Yeah. Boy came out looking like Deontay Wilder in the first and second round.
He sure did.
Then things got a little tough in them later rounds. Get you
hydrated, man. Got to stretch you out. Stretching them pecs out.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see you do 100. I would have loved to see my dog get to 50.
You was snickering. I said I got to about 47, and I had to, you was over there laughing like you was in a different category.
Yeah. See, I know
I've been out of gym for a couple weeks. It's all good.
Yeah. See, I know I ain't got 50 straight at me. I was going to break that up into increments.
So the arms are like, yo, what you doing, bro? But anyway. You should change that thing. But anyway, I gotta hit my 50. Ooh. I'm gonna count them out because y'all ain't counting my.
I know you got to be tight next time.
First off, my counting was on par.
No way. Because I was on 5 when you was on 3.
Yeah, whatever. So while he's doing his push-ups, America.
Hey, you want to shout him out? Go ahead, shout him out.
No. We don't need to shout him out. America, as he's doing his push-up, I got a few things I want to touch on. Hey, last weekend, my little brother. He plays defensive tackle.
Oh, I'm counting him. Go ahead.
For my dad's Pop Warner team, and he got his first touchdown last week at DT.
Shout out,
man! You feel me? A pick 6.
I saw it too.
He saw it
on here.
Yeah, man! Shout out to my little bro, man, getting the pick 6. Hey, bro. So Jay, here's the most ironic thing about his pick 6 at defensive tackle. My first ever touchdown in Pop Warner. I was playing defensive end, and it was a pick 6.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my little brother had in common that our first ever touchdowns together were pick 6s. So shout out.
See, I feel like he cut a couple short. I feel like
because we not.
He took advantage of the situation. It's on. Actually, it's all on tape, so we can go back and dissect it.
Yeah. So that and
I
then
cut short. I do mine. I own in my bet. Shout out to little bro too, scoring a touchdown.
Yeah,
I hope he probably has some Gatorade instead of water. Woo.
Yeah. So anyway, and then also shout out tonight to my Guardians. We looking to go push our record to 6-1 today against a strong freshman team out there in Madeira. So we're looking to do what we need to do. We got 2 games left. And these 2 games mean something because next year when we become a varsity team, we're moving into that division where we'll be playing Sanger and Madera regularly. So one of those, these two games are statement games for our brand new high school. So let's go get this money.
Get it.
Woo. Pick Thursday. Let's talk about some of these games, man. Who we got starting off?
Well, just even touch on from last week before we go forward with this week. Very compelling game with how the Bills and Titans ended.
Man,
that was interesting. Josh Allen tried to be Superman, and then that failed. And then he tried the QB sneak, and Mr. Simmons said, "Nah, bruh, I'm going to fold your guard and fold you." Like, that man literally slapped the guard, get up out the way, and then stopped the QB sneak. One man did that. And then Derrick Henry right now.
Oh my gosh.
Because see, the thing about Derrick Henry, we have to really talk about the Titans' offensive line. Because as great as Derrick Henry is, if he was playing behind the Steelers' offensive line, would he be this good?
So he wouldn't. But I don't know the last time I seen a 6'3", 6'4", 260-pound like get breakaway like that. Like, did you see when he shot through that thing like a shit?
But Jay, he's been doing, like
he did. But it's surreal to see it
every time.
He's bigger than them DBs out there. So when I see him shoot through a hole and he's still getting separation, I'm like,
it's like you would have to only way the closest comparison, and I would say closest only because he's just still bigger than him, would be Eric Dickerson as far as height and size, but he's just a lot bigger.
Eddie George was pretty big too, though, huh?
Yeah, Eddie George.
Eddie George, though, didn't have this kind of breakaway speed. He didn't have Eddie George wasn't getting up out of there, you feel me? So that's what I'm saying. My closest comparison would be Eric Dickerson as far as the height and that stride and the speed. Once they get out there, it's like, damn, you really ain't
catch him.
Dude, is he a Hall of Famer already?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like 3 years of work, and it's just something.
What thing about Derrick Henry is, not only is he big, not only is he strong, but what separates him from a lot of other running backs is that he's fast as hell. And so I think when you got somebody dang near 220, 230.
No. He like 250, 260. He listed at like 245.
260, but I'm saying like it's all mostly muscle. You get what I'm saying? Coming at you full speed. It's like, bro, I don't even want to tackle you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a full speed ahead, it's like, just let him go, dog.
Yeah.
Once he keep going, it's like do you want to step in front of a train when it's going full speed? Or do you got a better chance of getting in front of that train when it's barely taking off?
Yeah,
and
if you don't hit him in the backfield, as a DB, I don't want no smoke after 9 yards.
No.
And that's just me being honest with myself. And I wasn't no pump. Feel me? I'm solid. I'm a solid 215 when I'm really right. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But no pops. I'm a side swipe with the tackle.
Go for the legs, you know.
Yeah. I want no pods, champ. Don't want none of that. And these is grown men who get paid professionally to tackle this dude. Right. And they don't. So if they don't want no parts,
right?
Why would I want some?
My thing with the Bills, though, I didn't like that play call. I really wasn't rocking with that. I mean, that lets me know what one of the biggest issues that I feel like the Bills still have is the lack of running game. They still do not have the lack of running game. They don't have a running back that you can go to get those yards. Like, I get it.
I think they should have gave it to Zach Moss if he was going to do that personally.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of things coming out of your quarterback, and I get it. Being able to scramble and create for his teammates is great. But the Bills need to establish a running game, and it needs to be consistent because that drop back throwing, it's not going to always be there sometimes.
Let me push back on that. My thing is, we just saw the Chiefs do it. So if the Chiefs can do it, it's it's short yardage. It's not necessarily running. So it's like however you get it, right?
No, but
And
here's
it
my
looks
thing. Okay, go what you about to say.
no,
I'm gonna
I think
counter
it's
that.
easy to criticize it in hindsight. He slipped too, and it was just kind of bad execution, rock, paper, scissors, and they just guessed right and smashed it. But when he was creative with that kickoff return, that was crazy. Did y'all see the one that I was talking about? I'm like, well, where's that imagination where dude like lateraled it? Like he caught the dude who was receiving the ball, went up like 10 yards, and then they had somebody way on the other side of the field, and he threw it back lateral and almost got a neither one of y'all saw that.
I see
Okay.
I
It was
see
crazy, but it was creative stuff.
What game was this? This is the same
This is the
game?
Bills game, yeah.
Oh, so the
I'm
Bills
gonna show the
did
highlight. I'm gonna show the highlight.
The Bills did the Music City, tried to do the Music City Miracle back to the Titans from
Maybe so. Maybe
20
so.
years ago.
Yeah, it got creative, and I'm just like, well, they've been pretty solid offensively. I just would have expected something a little bit more creative. But my question is like, are we prematurely establishing how good the Bills are? Now they're good. They're a playoff team, no doubt. They're going to win the division. That's not my question. My question is with their quality of wins, everybody's anointing them like they got 2 losses and they're ahead of the Ravens when they're in all these power rankings that I'm seeing, and their quality of wins ain't that good. And so it's like you blow two bums out and analytics say you great. Like, nah, I'm not.
Well, I think with the Bills, it's an interesting dilemma because I think Bake has a good point as far as the makeup of the Bills, because you run into this Chiefs thing where you're so pass heavy that when you run into a team that can kind of control that and kind of stifle that, like, what do you have? At times, when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, they wasn't super pass centric. I mean, they would still be able to run the ball and churn out yards. The Bills' offensive line are great at pass protecting, but are garbage in running. And so they're going to have to figure that out. You're going to have to be able to, because you got to think about it. You are in Buffalo. When we get to December, January, that ain't going to be no real good passing weather. You feel me? Because if you look at some of them games in Buffalo over the years, remember when the Eagles played them and it snowed, and, that's not good passing weather. So the Bills got some stuff to figure out. And Jay, I kind of do agree with you as far as we have anointed the Bills because they were winning games dominantly. So usually when teams are winning in a very, like when they're beating the teams they're supposed to beat in a domination, it's like, they're on to something. So we shall see.
Like I said, here's my thing. With the Kansas City thing, you see how they're struggling this year. They are struggling this year because they became one-dimensional. They're making their jobs, their game, more harder than they have to be. If you got a team that's preparing for you to throw 60, 70, 80 times a game, what you can do is you can catch them off guard with little dumps, like handoffs, like actual handoffs, just to keep them honest. That's why you run the ball. The running the football is not to just be like, just so you can do it. It's to keep the defensive honest. And I know you probably say, well, they can do little dumps here and dumps there. Yeah, but it's still considered a pass. So they're going to be waiting for those things so they can play for those things. But if you come and you give the ball to the running back and get about 4, 5, 6, 7 yards a pop, you're going to keep them honest. So now it's like, well, what are they going to do? Because it's not just Pat Mahomes now. It's a team effort. It's not just Pat Mahomes going to throw the ball 70, 80 times. And you see right now, the Chiefs offensive line is not that great right now. When you see Pat Mahomes, he's always running for his life when it comes to him in the backfield. And like I said, I think he got PTSD from the Super Bowl because now everything is quick. Everything is forced, and he's so worried about trying to make the big plays instead of just making the right plays. And I think that's why the Chiefs are struggling this year. And then plus, most importantly, their defense is ferocious. Like, I mean, ferocious. I mean, bad, really, really bad. I mean, horrible. Okay. And that's one of their other Achilles heels.
Ferocious, is that, you mean atrocious or ferocious?
No, ferocious. That's the word. Ferocious, like horrible, but in a vicious way.
So this one of those baked.
Yes.
It's one of these
ferocious. It is ferocious. It's horrible-ish. Okay. And what the thing is, when your offense is not saving and masking your defense, that's why you're a 500 team. That's my opinion.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, that's just what it is. But before we go into these picks, me and this man, Jason, yeah, that's what he get called for this situation. Yeah, he get called by his real name. He keep coming at my guy. Okay. Bake likes him, Fresno State alum, keeps coming at my guy. So I decided to make sure that when I came with this topic, I came with real research, real facts. So I just want to see how Jason disputes this and figures out how he gonna navigate this. So Carr got drafted 2014, right? Came in, he had 2 head coaches that same year, Spano and Dennis Allen. His OC was Greg Olson. Raiders 3-13. He threw for over 3,000, whatever. Next year, he gets Del Rio. New system, new coach, right? Now he has to learn a new offense. Del Rio, they come in 7-9. He throw for 32 touchdowns, close to 4,000 yards. The next season, Del Rio and Musgrave again. Raiders go 12-4. They add, the year before they added Crabtree, they added Coop. So, the offense is building. They go 12-4. MVP season, MVP-like season, but unfortunately he broke his ankle in the Colts game. So instead of keeping everything together, what did the Raiders decide to do? Oh, fire the OC. He regresses. Now the Raiders 6-10. Then what the Raiders do? Bring in a new coach, new offensive system, right? Still puts up numbers and all this and all that kind of stuff. So he has Gruden the last 3 years. His numbers have steadily improved from 19 to 21 to 27 touchdowns. Meanwhile, during these 7 seasons, the Raiders have yet to have a defensive ranking higher than 20. And the best time they had a defensive ranking was when they was ranked 20th in 2016 when they went 12-4. Every other year than that, they have been 25 or less. So my question is we can say Derek Carr, but to me, he's had 3 head coaches, 4 offensive coordinators in a 7-year span and a trash defense his whole time.
What year did you say that trash defense or that good defense was?
The year they went 12-4 and they was ranked 20th. And that was a good.
That was 2016. And what year did he get paid?
He got paid, I want to say the year after.
Well, he got drafted in what year?
2014.
Okay. So that means that he was in the 3rd year of his first contract.
Yeah, because he was a second round pick. So a second round pick only has a 4 year.
So peanuts basically, right? When we had a good defense. Here's where I'm at. Carr is the caliber of quarterback. Now the game is different, but I think had Carr came into the league around the time Phillip Rivers did, he would be one of those guys lumped in with Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, like Ben Roethlisberger, and it's predicated on the team and the rest of the talent around you being in the right situation. You and me are copacetic when it comes to Carr and being optimistic, and I believe he can be a Super Bowl quarterback. But how much of the water is he carrying when we get to the Super Bowl is my issue. And that ship has already sailed. We have been dysfunctional, as you've stated so eloquently. And now what we can't have is Carr being in line for 30 million plus and fix these other holes that you keep pointing out. And there's this combination of, are we hitting home runs in the draft? Is our quarterback on a rookie contract? And can we cheat and steal somewhere like the offensive line because our quarterback is mobile? Does Kyler or Lamar need a top tier offensive line like Baker Mayfield does? I'll answer that for you. No, he doesn't. Derek Carr is
offensive line is top tier because they have a
they just lost their all pro for the season. There's
heading into, besides
he'd been gone for the whole season.
You talking Ronnie Staley?
Yeah, he'd been gone for the whole season.
Ronnie Staley.
Anyway, my point is that the ship has sailed. We can't afford to give him 35 million and expect him to make up for a bad O-line or any holes that we got to fill deficient somewhere else. And when I talk about Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts looked bad the other night. He did. He was missing. And he looks inaccurate. But that comes with reps and hard work and an offseason or two. And so when he's getting paid peanuts, he can move twice as fast. And it's a lottery ticket. He's a lottery ticket. If he don't hit, move on. Either you have the guy or you don't. And Derek Carr, I've seen him at multiple times punk out in the biggest moments. And then I've seen him cash in a few times against the Chiefs. He did it against the Ravens this year. But those moments are too far and few in between, bro. And I'm like, dude, he's a first-class leader. We're going through this drama. That's all cool. But he's not good enough to carry us like Tom Brady. He's not.
Well, see, Jay, in order to cash in, you got to have people and things around you. You show me the quarterback that has the great offensive talent with the bum defense. And yeah, so they have lack offense and a bum defense, and then they have carry.
Yeah.
I don't know no quarterbacks that usually, most of the time it's like when you have small weapons, your defense is pretty stellar. So the defense can help you. Ben Roethlisberger, when they won with the Steelers, their offense wasn't killing, but they had defense that made up everything. Seattle with Russell Wilson, when they won, their offense wasn't killing, but they had one of the greatest defense to make up for this. When the Bucs won their first Super Bowl, nobody gives a damn about the Bucs offense with Brad Johnson, but you got one of the greatest defenses ever. And when we look at it, because we're talking cap, because you a cap guy, the Raiders are scheduled to have close to over $50 million in cap space next year. That's including Carr's contract stated. Right now, that $25 million that Carr is making is peanuts compared to where the salary cap and what these other quarterbacks is making, because just heard earlier today that even Deshaun Watson contract at $35 million is still good because Kyler Murray's about to command what, 40, 42? Lamar Jackson's about to command what, damn near close to 50? You feel me? So the thing is because of Carr where he is, the Raiders can win because I don't think Carr's the guy that's going to sit there and say, oh yeah, give me $33 million when we got holes. I think Carr's the guy that say, look,
we about to see
25 to 30 so we can make sure that we're good. That's how I look at it.
If he does, I'm just saying, and we can talk about the Raiders' bad track record of either not spending money or spending bad money, which is bad, right?
Which is bad.
But my premise, but I'm not operating under that premise. I'm optimistic and I'm hopeful that we can spend good money this upcoming offseason. My point is we can't mismanage resources. And if we can't pay him $35-40 million and then expect to have a top tier defense, as you can't.
No, and CJ, I agree to that. But the thing is they have to continue to put things around him to make him be who he is. He lost Amari Cooper in year 2.5. You feel me? Every time I feel like we're progressing this way, the Raiders do something to put us this way and then be like, well, not everybody, but then be like, oh, it's Derek Carr's fault. That's unfair.
Yeah.
Give the man
here's the
solid
thing.
Consistency and let him fail.
He's a B+ and an A- quarterback, somewhere in that range, and you and me aren't going to argue it. I think we're closer than we've been going back and forth.
Yes.
My problem is to overcome this cesspool of trash that we've been in. We need somebody transcendent. And Carr, as good as he is, I don't think he's good enough. I would rather hit the reset button along with John Gruden and everything else that might be changing.
I'm not trying to just like purgatory. I'm just not.
Well, I'd rather be, to be honest, the Browns was in purgatory for a minute.
Man, we could talk about this all day, every day. At the end of the day, this Las Vegas Raider crime on crime act, we're gonna put that to next week. We could talk more about DC. But I will say this, my note to this is that you do need weapons. And I know people always say Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray, they can get it done without a line, but I guarantee you they would love to have a line. They don't want to scramble all those times. It makes their job so much easier when you do have the ability to know that you're going to be protected to throw the football. And if you don't have a line that's going to protect you, I don't care who you are. We saw it with one of the greatest quarterbacks we deemed. The Mahonism was gone. He was gone. Last Super Bowl showed us. Without a line, I don't care how good you is. You are average. Even Tom Brady, the GOAT, when he played against a good defensive line, he was average at best. He struggled. He had a horrible day. And so it doesn't matter who you are. You need the protection and you need the weapons around you to have a chance. And if you have that and you're still not producing,
then you definitely reset. Yeah,
so
get him out of there.
So now let's talk about these picks, man. Picks on picks on picks, man. How we got it to go in today's game. We got a Thursday night game, which is going to be a horrible game, in my opinion. You got the Browns and the Broncos. You got the Broncos, who ain't for real. They've been on a losing spiel. I thought they was going to give y'all at least a fight, but they ain't even here. I don't know. Again, they didn't beat nobody at the end of the day. And so now they're on three losing spells, and the Cleveland Browns. They lost their quarterback. They lost their running back. They lost their other running back. And the receiver core is in shambles right now. And then they got a backup quarterback. How y'all see this going tonight, man?
Hold on. Pause. Timeout. Talk that talk, nation. Do you see his change in demeanor? Last week he opened up with 1-0. Last week talked about close the gap. You know. He went on this 5-minute Denver Bronco rant. Didn't mention not how all this near-death experience he almost had when I won a couple of games that got snatched from me at the last second. But we tied. We up here. We joined the party again, and my dude just want to act like last week didn't happen. Anyway, Broncos over.
You know fair weather week to week bake. You feel me? You know how that is. Feel me? He only cooks when it's time to cook. But when when ain't nothing in the oven, we don't hear from the man.
So first of all, y'all, I can't even think of a word for y'all right now.
Oh.
But I just said humble bake is in the building. I took some L's, so I'm humble today. Now that bake ain't never
humble
gone.
Bake can't be here all the time.
That bake ain't never gone. Like, I'm gonna talk my talk. Yes, we're tied, but like I said, this is a long race. This is a long race. If you want to get on somebody's energy, if you want to get on somebody's energy, get on my man Hot Take energy, because when he was at bottom place, at the very bottom, he got to see what it felt like. Oh, his whole demeanor changed. Oh, I need to start getting some points for divisional
preseason pick.
And we ain't even in the division yet.
Wait.
Preseason.
Well, time out. I got to come to my man's defense, because when you was at the bottom, it was, oh man, we probably need to do something different. We can do the picks.
Give me a half a point. Give me a half a point for picking
I'm the only person that has just
let's get it right. I said it'd probably be. I said I'm not tripping over getting the teams right. I said maybe the points thing. Maybe we could change the system. But I said no. Scratch that. We started it. We gonna finish it. Okay. That's what I said. And my man didn't even want to let that go. He said, "Come on, dog. I'm not just giving no predictions for no reason. What we doing here? I need my 3 points. I let it go.
Hey.
I said, you know, right? I'm gonna win. How we decided to.
You guys picked Arizona to come in last in the division. I'm the only visionary over here. Descendant of Miss Cleo over here said Cardinals 12 games. You guys looked at me like I was a transient off the street.
No, we didn't. No, we
didn't.
In here, yes. We didn't say the Cardinals couldn't win 12 games. We say we didn't think it was going to win the division.
My man DJ said it.
I said times. They weren't going to win 12.
And
all they have to do is win. All they got to do is win 11, and I'm still right. That don't mean they're not good. I just said they couldn't.
We never said the Cardinals wasn't good. We said that division was stacked.
Yeah, get it right. That's what we did say.
Get it right.
And the Cardinals
the Cardinals wasn't good. I said that division is stacked, and winning 12 games for them is going to be tough. Right now, they're looking really good right now.
Yes.
Okay? They're looking good. But you got to remember, bro, they still got a lot more games to go. They still got a lot more games. What is it, 12? 12 more weeks? 12 more games?
If to me, they going to get these 12, so I'm a concede them.
Okay.
Because I can
Thank you.
I can see the writing on the wall.
Thank you.
Because their losses would have to have came in these first 6, and when I look at the rest of that schedule, I can see where they can get these 12. And I'm just, you know.
They can be half stepping and still pull out a W.
Yeah, because I have to look at and foresight this situation.
I got a Green Bay, could go either way.
Yeah.
The 49ers
all they gotta do is win 6 more games. You said who?
Seattle, they may get Russ by then. That can go either way. I see them beating the Bears. The Rams, that ain't gonna be the same. I'll tell you right now. that ain't gonna be the same.
Put another 100 on it.
Put another 100 on it.
Put another
100 on it.
Put another
I don't
100.
run away from no fades over here. You the one that's nervous for that 100. You that's why I love it. We can put
After watching you put up 50, I'm not worried about nothing.
We can put 100 on the Rams. We'll put 100 on the Rams.
All right.
And then they got to play the Cowboys. That's not going to be no easy win. Like their schedule is not a guarantee I'm going to win 6. I only see, I get the Panthers, don't believe in them. The Bears, Lions, Colts, and that's about it right now. And the Texans. Those are 5 games. 5 games that could easily be won. They could.
That's 11. And that means they just got to win one of those others that give them 12. So all I'm saying is I am willing to say, Jay, you have your
not saying it yet.
You know what? That means a lot, bro. At least we're building a relationship, and I want to at least know because I pride myself on admitting when I'm wrong. I pride myself on it. So
because like I said, Jay, I said they were going to win 12.
Look, we're going based off assumptions right now. We don't know nothing about facts. I've seen people who lose games that they should win.
I'm not saying
promise.
Hey, you're right. All I'm saying is when I'm looking at it, they just got to win 6 games.
On paper.
And he wins the bet. Would I want them to win 6 games? Hell no. Because I want to win the bet. But me being honest with myself.
You already conceded the bet. You lost the bet.
He's just acknowing that it's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
All he's doing. He's acknowledging it don't look good.
So if the man just said, I could concede and say they're going to win those 12, you lost the bet. You just conceded your bet. That means you forfeited the bet.
I didn't necessarily concede. All I'm saying now, I don't have to sit here like at first I used to cheer for the Cardinals to lose. I'm like, I need them to lose but now it's like, all right, it can happen. It can't. I'm looking more towards me losing this bet than me win. Now, if it flips and they win or they start losing, then I'm good.
How you feel about that Rocket bet? Rocket and the Pistons.
Hey, both are 0-1. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Doesn't matter at the end of the day.
And K didn't play. Anybody got any information on why K didn't play?
I don't know why he didn't play.
It was like a day-to-day thing. But what I do know is that Rocket defense was not where it's at.
They're both 0-1. That's all that matters. They're both 0-1.
That I'm looking forward to that because this go get
0-1. What I do know is that's probably the most unsure bet that I'm sure of now. Seeing how they played yesterday, that is one of the most individualized basketball teams I've ever seen. It's like pickup ball in the NBA. Who got it this time? They have no team chemistry, no team camaraderie.
People with the Rockets, right? Talk that talk nation. He's surprised.
About the Rockets?
The Rockets, yeah, the Rockets.
He's surprised.
They got a bunch of young. We'll get into that.
It's not even that they got young Bucks. It's the way they playing. Like they're not even playing young. Like trying to be a unit. You got Porter Jr. over there.
Not a point guard.
He not a point guard, number 1, and he don't even look the pass, number 2. Like it's like they're running 5-out defense. I mean,
he's surprised, y'all.
NBA.
Listen, that's like I said. That's why they do John Wall for Ben Simmons, and it
they won't do that. I doubt that they'll do that.
But
anyway,
let's get to these picks. They should. All right, so Denver, Cleveland.
Got Denver over.
Shit,
I got Denver over.
I got Denver under.
Oh, hold on. I was thinking about a new thing because I would exploit it on the other end. So, leader reasons has to give their picks first. It makes no sense to have somebody have a 2-game lead and then get to pick after, right? So you want to preserve the lead, so you start cherry picking who you're going to pick after, so they can't close the gap. I was going to do it. I was going to do it, but Jay, it makes sense.
Jay, you make sense.
Thank you.
You make
leader picks first. I could have just exploited it and not said nothing.
Different stuff, bro. We've been doing this and we ain't had no issues all year long, man. Our records are still
it makes
some people exploit stuff out there, bro. I'm one of them. I'm gonna be honest.
In theory, it makes sense. In theory, I'm just saying. In theory,
here's my thing. It will only make sense if you was dominating us.
I'm about to be
all the time.
It's only weeks.
No. So, babe, half of the time we mix it up. So what he said. So you got to hear it. Just hear it. So, for example, if I got a lead, right, Boom. So
3 games, like you got a 3-game lead. We get
yeah, I got a 3-game lead. The easiest way for me to keep my lead is to listen to y'all picks and be like,
strategically,
and strategically say, out of the 5 games, I'm gonna make sure I pick 3 games exactly like them. So no matter what, you can't close the gap.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. So now if I go first,
but if that was you thinking like that?
I do. I'm gonna admit it.
Because you was
so Jay said if he would have caught the lead, he was gonna cheat.
Dude.
Hey, at least he's willing to admit it early. I respect that. So Bank, he said he was going to cheat.
On the show. This is crazy.
Hey, he said he was going to cheat. That's why he got to continue to go to church. Bank, he's continuing to reform his life.
He can't be honest on the show. Oh my God, he was. Hey man,
don't cheat.
If Roof Chris is that important to you, man, I would take you to Roof Chris myself, dog. All right, I would take you to Roof Chris myself. I'm honest on this show, fellas.
Anyway, DJ, you go first.
Okay. I got Denver under. It's an ugly under. I'm not confident in this under, but Browns don't have no damn body, and the Broncos don't really score like that. But the Browns defense is still intact. You feel me? Like the defense, everybody on defense is still there. So I got Broncos under. It's gonna be an ugly game. It's gonna be similarly ugly to Seattle, Pittsburgh.
I got Broncos over.
Is it you said the spread is 40, right?
Yeah,
40, and it's in Cleveland.
I'm gonna go because 40 is so small. I'm going Broncos over as well. I think it's gonna be an ugly game, but like I said, man, the way people get points nowadays, like it's hard to be under unless you damn near in the 50s. If 40s is like the only close game we had was the Steelers and Seahawks, and I feel like that game could have been over for sure earlier. But Ben Roethlisberger was just trash. I'm sorry, he's just dog doo doo. He's dog doo doo. They need a new quarterback. But I'm going Broncos over. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game, but I think even field goals they can get it. We're kicking a lot of field goals or whatnot, and I see the Browns can at least get a couple touchdowns. And then the Broncos will probably get maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns with maybe 3 field goals to get us over that 40 mark. So I got Broncos over.
Okay. I like it. I mean, I got a lead.
So do we switch it all? He got to go first every time? Like, I feel like that's not fair.
While he's in the week, yeah.
Because I feel like we could do the same thing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Good. When I get the lead next week, I'll be giving him first.
Oh wow!
The whole time, don't even trip.
Okay, all right. What's the next game?
He's gonna have the lead next week. Negro ain't had the lead all season. Now you talk about getting the lead next week.
Bro got lucky. That's just what it is. It is what it is.
We got Panthers Giants. Line is 43.
Driving Miss Daisy over here.
Yeah, I got Giants over. Giants over.
I'm going Panthers over. I feel like it's going to be a nasty game. The Giants offense have been struggling. I'm just not a sure thing, but I'm going to go over just to be on the safe side. And I think the Panthers got a better team. I think they're going to put up more points than the Giants. And I think, like I said, you get the Giants scoring 11 or 14, but it's not going to be a competitive game, in my opinion. I got the Giants losing this game easy, and the Panthers winning.
Panthers over.
All right, next.
He said that he was convinced.
What we got
all
next?
Right, Bucs Bears in Tampa. I'm going Bucs over. I like my MVP right now. my MVP's looking real MVP-ish. Y'all laughed at me, but can't say the man don't look like the MVP right now, or at least one of the
47.
Yeah, 47 is the line. Oh, wait, 47 Bucks. I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna change that. Bucks under. Oh, my bad, Jay. My bad. Before y'all got to talk.
Backsliding reasons over here with the.
How's that backsliding?
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just giving a hard time.
Yeah. I had to think about it, man. Like Bears offense has been trash.
Yeah.
But the Bucs defense ain't that good either right now. But I feel like they are frustrate the rookie QB.
What? It's on me?
Where do y'all gotta go? It don't matter which one. Y'all both in the second.
I'm Bucks over. Bucks over.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Both of y'all. It don't matter. Y'all chasing the ringleader.
This one is a tough one. I want to go Bucks over, but I know the Bears defense is going to make it tough on them, especially after what they did to Green Bay. That was a tough game. Even though they scored 24 points, it was a rough one. This is it's probably a hard one.
Yeah, you always see that Bake try to talk himself into.
He do. He back and forth like some tug of war.
Yeah, this one is tough, man. I like the Bears defense. They don't really give up that many points, but the thing is that they don't score a lot of points either. That's the issue with me with the Bears. So to score 47, they got to score some points, and I really don't know if they're gonna score 40.
There was 47 combined. Yeah, it's not the Bucks going out there.
I know, but the Bucks are going to have to supply a lot of these points. But with that defense, they're not going to, because I'm looking at their past defense. Any team that they played defense that had a solid defense, they didn't put up that many points. I'm just calling spade spade. The rain game we can watch.
I'm gonna cut you some slack because Reasons did not post the pre thing. Because I would expect you to do the research beforehand, but Reasons dropped the ball. So
my bad.
And you doing all this off the cuff.
I like to look at previous scores because it's not about them score. It's not about the points. It's about who they scoring the points against. And you know what?
Really, Bake.
I'm going Bucks under.
For your analysis, you would have to actually go back and see how many times have they covered the over and under to really fit what you're trying to do, but
my thing is, it's not them not covering the over. It's most of the time, it's the teams that they're playing against that's not helping them cover the over and under. You got to supply the points too. Like if you look at their last three spans, they played against the Dolphins, dog doo-doo. They can't score a rick-a-lick-a-dang. And they played against the Eagles, and that game wasn't even close. That game was over with by damn near
It's like
halftime.
Kind of like when I picked the Ravens to go over, and you guys picked the Chargers. And then the Chargers can't even supply enough points.
That's what I'm saying.
For me to cover my
But
my
that one
got.
was a shocker for both. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even if the Ravens won, I still thought it was gonna be a shoot. It wasn't even a game. You get what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
And that's not a
Screwed
team
me out of my win.
That's going, what's the name? But I'm gonna go.
I'm glad it did though.
I'm going
Shout out to the Chargers. Shout out to the Chargers for being trash.
I'm going to the Bucks under. I'm gonna go Bucks under on that one.
All right. Y'all got Bucks under. I got Bucks over.
Hey Jay, make sure on the paper you put the score because having it over and under, and then we don't have a score.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
I'm gonna put the score on there.
Yeah. Next one, Sunday night. Wentz and company with the Colts at the Niners. The line is 44. This is tricky. This one is tricky. Does anybody know if Trey Lance is playing? Anybody?
He's not. He hasn't been practicing all week.
So
They're giving it back. Jimmy.
Ooh, poor star Jimmy. Okay.
I liked her too. Anyway. Not important.
What?
Not important.
You talking about the chick he was dating, right?
Mhm.
Hey, yeah, hey. Yeah, I guess it's another. It's not for this show, but hey.
What you got? What you got?
All right, look, man, dang. This is a hard-to-head pick.
Man, you guys take all day.
I got Colts over.
Banger. Yep, I got Colts over too.
Colts over.
With Jimmy G playing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
I got Niners over.
Niners over. I like it, babe. Look at you doing something different.
Yeah, I got Niners over. I think they could be able to win this game with Jimmy G. I think they're going to do what they need to do to win. I like their defense. They're the only team that really made the Cardinals work for a game. And so I really think they can pull this one out.
All right, Monday night, battle of the black quarterbacks. Jameis Winston versus Geno. 42.5 is the number, or 42 basically for us. I got Saints over.
I got Saints over too.
Damn, Jay, you supposed to go opposite.
Yeah, 42 ain't a lot of points, but I think both of those teams will score some points.
Personally,
I don't trust Geno. I trust the Saints defense. I don't trust Winston either. But I think they'll figure it out. I think they're gonna go over. I got Saints over on that one.
That's a wash.
That's what I rock with.
You want to go change my pick? Like, got anything to add? Push up bake.
I'll be back with vengeance.
Yeah, you just cashed another check for another 100.
Rams, Cardinals, Bucky. You're gonna have this man on this show hurting. You're gonna have him hurting.
I can't wait till I can join one of these bets, but ain't nothing been that good.
You just scared, that's all. You scared.
Hey, them Lakers is about to write checks for you, bro. Don't even trip, dog.
That's who I'm not worried about.
I'm not just scared.
Ain't nobody
anyway,
scared.
Y'all. I'm
not into losing bets.
You see the difference between my push-ups and my boy Jay push-ups. He only had to do 25. Imagine if he had to do 100. Guy, next time,
let me lose a bet so I can find out.
Let it be him. Let the world see the difference between these push-ups and those. But we love y'all. Always stay blessed, stay healthy, get vaccinated, okay? Get vaccinated. I can't even talk. I'm out of breath. Hungry as heck, stomach growling, but that's good. It worked up an appetite, hitting a couple hundred for the day. Love y'all, and always remember to talk that talk. Let us know in the comments below your picks. All right, deuce.